just to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at my
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff for what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, I don't think too many folks around the NFL saw this one coming. This is a Jacksonville team that's had a lot of forgettable seasons, really since their arrival in the league. But now here they are making their first appearance on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They were close a few years ago, losing the AFC Championship game in New England. And early in their tenure, they got to an AFC Championship game. But you're right about the number of forgettable seasons. Here they are, one of 4 teams coming into this year. The Browns, the Texans, and the Lions, the other 3, that had never played in a Super Bowl. They've taken care of that now, and now they want to win this one.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the 5th time in franchise history. We all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits. Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And, boy, they had some great teams, too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach. Fran Tarkenton, a quarterback. Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota is excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll go again with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Lawrence. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
is going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Steps away. Well, it's hit and the ball is free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going to run with Madison again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now out come the Jags. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Madison running on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. CD that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. ETN on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Cousins now from the 50. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Play fake, Cousins. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cousins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Vikings are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've come upon halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Davis on Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Another carry now for Madison. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now a give to Madison. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Madison. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Madison. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And Newton's going to keep it. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now, tied for their first possession of half number 2.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here's Lawrence.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the Big... the Super Bowl as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Play action. It's Newton. Throwing left side. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Madison. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Going on the ground with Madison. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And an excellent... happening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, nice move. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll work it. 30 now to the 28. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 93 yards. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.